Hello Leo, welcome to your Twin Flame Energy Update reading here at Soul Evolution Tarot. So today's reading is timeless, and whenever you're going to come across it, trust that there might be a message for you. I just want you to keep in mind that this reading is not continuation from previous readings and it's still general. So please take whatever is resonating for you and leave what doesn't. Today I'm going to be looking at your divine masculine current energies, your energies towards them, and then the connecting energy for both of you. Also, I'll be pulling some oracle cards and messages along the way. All right, for those of you that are interested in booking a private reading with me, you can find my email down below. Otherwise, if you will feel guided to exchange energy on this channel, please consider subscribing, liking, sharing, or commenting. It really does help me to grow this channel so I can do more readings for you guys, and I'm always grateful for all of your support and feedback. Okay, so now let's get into your reading. I am going to be pulling a few cards looking at your divine masculine energies first. So let's go ahead and see what they could be dealing with right now. What energies could be present for them at this moment of you finding this video. Okay, let's see. Okay, so we do have abandonment is coming through. We also have ghosted, and we also have temptation card. Okay, so let's talk about these energies right here. So I feel like with the abandonment card coming through, your divine masculine could have been really triggered by this connection. And if they did have any abandonment issues, your connection might have really brought these wounding to the surface. And what I'm seeing here, that perhaps your divine masculine has ghosted you in the past. And again, I feel this is was connected to this abandonment issue. So they might have felt really triggered, and they could have just disappeared from your life without any closure or explanation. All right, and now with the temptation card, they could be really having some kind of addictions, because temptation card is similar to the devil energy in tarot deck. So basically, your divine masculine could be struggling with any type of addictions, and instead of actually healing their abandonment wounding, okay, what they're doing is they're pretty much avoiding this healing and perhaps not wanting to face the necessary work that they needing to do, and when it comes to their shadow work. And instead what they're doing, they're pretty much in their addictions, and they might be tempted by a lot of things. And by addictions, this is not always connected to drugs or alcohol, even though for some of you this might be the case. But addictions, temptations could be many different things. All right, so for all of you it's going to be different, but basically by seeing this card here, I could tell that your divine masculine is just avoiding, really facing their shadow self, really doing the work. Yes, they might have been triggered by this connection, by you, divine feminine, but it's their responsibility to really, start and do their healing process. And if they're constantly running away from doing the shadow work, doing the healing work, they're going to be just finding themselves perhaps doing or acting really toxic or unhealthy. They might have certain unhealthy traits or behaviors that they're addicted to, and this could be really causing them to be very unpredicted, very you know, inconsistent when it comes to their energy. So they could be, you know, ghosting people in their life just because they do suffer from this abandonment wounding, but what they're not really understanding that it's their responsibility to start doing the healing work. Okay, so let's go ahead and look what is happening in regards to your connection. So first we're going to look at their mental space in regards to you and this connection. So at this time, what kind of thoughts they might have in regards to this connection, and you in particular. Let's see here. Okay, so we do have the Strength card, which is connected to your own sign here, Leo. Okay, what else? We also have the Queen of Wands, and a lot of fiery energy so far. And let's see, and the Lover's card, so another major arcana here connected to the sign of Gemini. Interesting. I feel they're definitely seeing you as this Queen of Wands. So you, you know, you're someone that really attracts them. I feel like they're really seeing that you could be really standing in your power right now, Divine Feminine, and there's a lot of passion and attraction here for you, especially with the Strength card and the Queen of Wands. So it's like they could be also feeling tempted by you, but at the same time they could also be triggered by you. So I feel like they're having a hard time you know, dealing with their own emotions, and when it comes to their thoughts too, because with the Lover's card, they do see you as someone very significant. Perhaps they do feel that you could be having the soul connection together. It's really depending where they are in their ascension process, but with the Lover's card, they feel connected to you. And with the Strength card, it's almost like you have the strength over this Divine Masculine, because in this particular card, in this particular deck, you see woman almost like holding a heart in her hand, and there's this masculine energy underneath. So they do feel that you have a lot of, in a way, you do have a lot of power over them, and this is something that they might not be comfortable with, or again, this might be something that is really triggering them at this time. But there is tremendous attraction, there is interest and physical attraction here, and I feel like your Divine Masculine does really think a lot about you, because we do have the Queen of Wands coming through for their mental space combined with the Lover's card. So definitely they're thinking about this connection and you, and they could be even overthinking the situation a bit in their head, with so many cards indicating that. Okay, so now let's go ahead and look at their heart space. What is happening when it comes to their feelings and emotions? Let's see. Okay, so we do have the Page of Swords. We also have the Knight of Pentacles, and we do have the Page of Wands. Okay, 2 pages here coming through with the Knight. So I feel like when it comes to their feelings and emotions, it's almost like, to be honest, I don't see the cup energy here, which might represent their emotions. So it's almost like they're either really hiding their emotions or suppressing their emotions. But with the Page of Swords, there's a lot of observation happening, especially with this Page of Swords. I feel your Divine Masculine could be really observing you. So you guys might be connected somehow through social media, or somehow they're really trying to gather some information about you, because there is a lot of curiosity. Again, with the Page of Wands, there is this curiosity, there is this desire to perhaps communicate, reach out. For those of you that are in no communication, I do see them wanting to maybe talk to you, reach out to you, send you a message here with the Page of Wands. But Page of Wands also talks about, again, this very passionate energy. So there is a lot of passion here within your Divine Masculine for you. Now we also have the Knight of Pentacles here. I feel like with this energy being here, it's almost like your Divine Masculine might not be rushing into this connection at this time. And I'm getting also that they might have some sort of trust issues here, and that is why they could be really taking things slowly with your Divine Feminine, and really observing the situation, this connection, and you in particular, just because they're having a hard time trusting. And again, if they do have any childhood wounding, abandonment wounding, that is why they could be you know, really taking things slowly, because every time they might be in contact with you, they might get really triggered. And this is because they're not doing the necessary work that is being asked of them. So in terms of feelings, to be honest, I cannot say that this Divine Masculine has a lot of deep, genuine feelings for you. Again, they might have, but right now what they're showing me is that there is a lot of more of curious and passionate energies towards you. Okay, so for some of you guys, it's almost like this Divine Masculine, you know, they're definitely needing to start dealing with any issues, any wounding that they have within them, because their heart space could be really blocked right now from accessing their own emotions. Okay, so let's see now what could be shifting and changing for your Divine Masculine really soon. Okay, so we do have the Five of Wands energy. We also have the Seven of Swords, and we do have the Ace of Wands. Interesting. Five of Wands, Seven of Swords, and Ace of Wands. Let me just quickly clarify, why is there Seven of Swords? Please, Spirit, why is there Seven of Swords for this Divine Masculine? What does this have to do with? The Moon card. Okay, so another major arcana connected to the sign of Pisces. So I am seeing a lot of internal conflict for your Divine Masculine. And again, this is just because they're not doing the work here, and they're really having a difficult time connecting and stepping into their true divine masculine energy here with the Seven of Swords and the Moon. It's almost like they're self-sabotaging by really whether they're doing this consciously or subconsciously, they're avoiding certain things, certain you know, feelings, just because there's a lot of fears within them. And this is something, again, that brings a lot of conflict within them. Now, with the Ace of Wands, they're definitely wanting this new passionate beginning with you, but again, they could be really self-sabotaging themselves and not allowing for this new beginning to happen, because there's this conflict, internal conflict, there's a lot of fears, there's a lot of blockages that they're still needing to work through, and all of these things are definitely affecting your connection right now. So I am seeing that they are going to be slowly moving towards this new beginning, but they are going to be having a difficult time, you know, getting to this place, just because there's a lot of resistance, there's a lot of fear, there's a lot of wounding, and they're really needing to take this responsibility and start addressing all of these things. But again, if they're resisting and they're not willing to work on that, then it's just prolonging their healing and it's prolonging your separation with them. But you know, you do need to know, Divine Feminine, that this is not your responsibility to do this healing for them. So if this Divine Masculine will continue resisting, then you might, you know, it's going to be up to you whether or not you're going to be wanting to wait for your Divine Masculine or not, because this could really take a lot of time. Okay, so let's see now. What is happening with you at this point of time? What is happening in your mental space, in your heart space, in regards to this connection with your Divine Masculine? Okay, let's see. So we do have the Six of Wands coming through. We also have the Nine of Cups. And we do have the Judgment card, major arcana connected to the sign of Scorpio. So for you, Divine Feminine, I do see that you could be really focusing your energy onto yourself right now with the Nine of Cups. It's almost like you're trying to fill your own cup in a way. You might know that your Divine Masculine has a lot of work to do, and they could be someone really stubborn and resistant to it, and it's almost like you realize that there's nothing you can do at this time, just because, you know, they're not doing the work. You need to, you know, also struggle and sit and wait for them. So with the Judgment card, I feel like you've realized that you do need to move along with your own life, and perhaps you're just really trying to take this time to become very emotionally fulfilled within yourself, what's going on around you. With the Six of Wands, you could be really having a lot of goals in your own life. Also with the Six of Wands, you could really see that your Divine Masculine might also be resisting doing the work, just because their ego and pride could be getting in the way. And again, this is something that is definitely affecting your connection, but I feel like you have really perhaps surrendered to this connection at this time, and now you're really focusing on your own happiness, perhaps creating your own goals and dreams, okay? Just because you can't really put your life on hold for this divine masculine. You might have been dealing with them for such a long time, and perhaps you see no change or improvement whatsoever when it comes to this connection, and now you realize that you do need to take care of yourself, of your own needs, and perhaps to do your own healing. So let's see here, what is happening in your heart space in regards to this divine masculine and this connection. Okay, so we do have the Devil card connected to the sign of Capricorn. We do have the Three of Pentacles. And we do have the Four of Wands energy. Okay, so when it comes to your heart space, you might also have some kind of blockage here with the Devil card. And the Devil card, it's interesting because you could be really mirroring this energy, because they do have temptation and you do have the Devil. But I feel like this Devil card here is representing that you might have either an unhealthy attachment, emotional attachment to your divine masculine, okay? Or you're just having a hard time really dealing with your emotions and feelings. We also have the Three of Pentacles. So for some of you guys, there could be a situation where there's more people involved in the situation. Perhaps they might have someone else, you might have someone else, okay? And this is definitely something that could be affecting your connection too, but I know this message will not resonate for all of you. So the Three of Pentacles and Four of Wands, it's almost like you really want for this connection to work out deep down in your heart. You're truly desiring this union with them. We do have the Four of Wands, which is my union card for twin flames. So it's almost like you could be really attached to an idea of coming together, or really attached to a certain outcome with your divine masculine. And this is something you're also needing to look at, because it could be something unhealthy here, to the point where you might be too dependent on the outcome, or too dependent when it comes to being emotionally attached, okay, with this Devil card. So whatever this is for you, when it comes to your heart space, you also need to do some healing here, okay? Because I feel like mentally you are in the right space, but when it comes to your heart space, there's still something that could be blocking you from actually aligning your energy. Okay, so let's see what is shifting and changing for you, Divine Feminine, in the nearest future. Okay, so we do have the Four of Cups. We have the Queen of Cups, and we do have the Ten of Cups. Wow, look at all these cups energy. So I feel like you're definitely going to be healing this Four of Cups energy, where you might have felt really disappointed by this situation, really being unfulfilled by what is happening within your connection. However, you're overcoming this energy. You're really tapping into your intuition here with the Queen of Cups. You're becoming much more aligned, much more intuitive, and that's where the healing is happening for you. And I do see the Ten of Cups entering your life, meaning that you are going to be really emotionally satisfied with what is going on around you. For some of you guys, you could be really you know, creating this beautiful abundant place with the Ten of Cups. Perhaps you could be meeting new people, new partners. but you're definitely, with the Ten of Cups, you will be feeling a lot of satisfaction, emotional satisfaction here. So from the Four of Cups energy, you're moving into the Ten of Cups energy. So this is a beautiful shift, and definitely really positive shift for you, Divine Feminine. So I am seeing a lot of improvement here for you. Okay, so let's see here now. Let's grab another tarot deck, and we're going to be looking at the connecting energies between you two. So let's see, what are the current connecting energies between you two at this time? Okay, so we do have the Nine of Cups. Look at that. So we do have Nine of Cups coming through twice for you, Divine Feminine. We also have the King of Swords. And let's get one more. And we do have the King of Cups. So two kings are coming through. Okay. So with the Nine of Cups, it's almost like you both could be really trying to you could be really trying to focus your energy onto yourself right now and do the things that do make you happy. However, when it comes to your Divine Masculine, they could be really perhaps overindulging into things that they shouldn't be doing, and again connecting to that temptation card. For you, Divine Feminine, I feel like this is more of your it's connecting more to your emotional fulfillment here, and how you really perceive this situation with your Divine Masculine. But I feel like you're definitely seeing this connection as very satisfying. And the Nine of Cups is a wish fulfillment card, so it's almost like you see this connection, you see each other as your wish fulfillment here, even though right now you could be totally you know, being in this energy of as I said, really working on your own goals and dreams, but at the same time you do see the potential of this connection with the Nine of Cups, and you could almost envision how this connection could be really emotionally satisfying to both of you. Now we do have the King of Swords and the King of Cups here. It's interesting, two very masculine energies. So with the King of Swords, I feel that you could be showing one another that you might not be either interested or in this connection, or you could be really distant from one, emotionally distant from one another. But with the King of Cups, in reality, you could both have these deep feelings for each other, but it's almost like you are pretending not to have these feelings. Okay, especially when it comes to your Divine Masculine energies, they're really trying to avoid their feelings. So I feel like for them, even though they might have these deep feelings, they still might be you know, not even realizing and self-sabotaging their own feelings for you. Okay, now for you, Divine Feminine, I feel that you might have been hurt in the past with this Divine Masculine, and now you could also be acting a little cold or detached, even though you still have a lot of feelings for your Divine Masculine. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing here between you two, between the connecting energies. Now let's go ahead and grab some oracle cards and see what other messages wants to come through. Let's look what other messages in regards to your connection Spirit wants to bring. Okay, so we do have distance. There is too much distance to maintain this connection. Yeah, and it feels like with this King of Swords, there has been a lot of distance between you two, and I feel like this is more of a emotional distance rather than physical, even though for some there could be a physical distance too, but emotion, there could have been too much emotional distance, and by really, you know, distancing yourself, you're actually not helping this connection. So if you feel that you have become too distant with each other, it's most likely because you've really disconnected from this connection between you two, okay? And you both could be really feeling the distance. So for some of you guys, you might realize that you are so far away emotionally from each other to the point where you can't no longer sustain this connection at this time. So something definitely needs to change here, okay? What other messages? We also have divine feminine. So spirit for some reason is bringing your energy, divine feminine. So let's see, I'm going to clarify later what this card is all about here. Okay, so what other messages? Okay, we also have guilt. It says guilt, shame, and deep remorse over past actions and words are hindering this connection. There could be a lot of guilt also present within this connection within both of you, and this is something that also needs you know, your attention, where you do need to heal and release these energies because it could be really hindering this connection at this time. So I feel like in today's reading, in this particular reading, for whoever is watching this reading today, there's a lot of work that will require on both parts in order to, you know, in order for this connection to be successful. Yes, I know this is something that perhaps you might not want to hear, but definitely there's a lot of, I feel still a lot of wounding within both of you that needs attention right now, and a lot of blockages that could be preventing from you coming together. We also have red flag. It says, tune into the subtle energy you're receiving about the situation. Listen to the messages from your body. Trust your gut and your intuition. So perhaps you've been really missing some red flags when it comes to this situation, when it comes to this divine masculine, and spirit is wanting you to pay close attention, because there might have been a lot of red flags within this situation where you might have been ignoring these red flags, and that's why now you have to deal with a lot of blockages and woundings and pain associated with this connection, just because you weren't able to recognize these red flags. So spirit is wanting you to be more discerning, to really listen to your intuition and into your gut feeling here. Okay, so now I do want to clarify the divine feminine. Please spirit, why is there a divine feminine card here? Could you give us some information? What is it all about? Okay, so we do have the Eight of Wands. Okay, so but this message to me is actually a clear message here that you, divine feminine, you're needing to start moving in your life. Perhaps right now, since this situation is really it's really difficult with your divine masculine. Spirit is asking you to start creating your own goals and dreams and start moving forward. Stop putting your life on hold, especially if you have been doing this for a very long time. Now you're needing to take care of yourself and start moving and creating this change for yourself, because as I said earlier, your divine masculine could be really resistant and stubborn toward creating this change. And you know, this might take a very long time for your divine masculine to actually come into terms with what is it that they're needing to do, and you can't be just waiting for them to appear in your life and you know, come into this union. I know this might be a triggering reading this for some of you guys today, but Spirit is wanting you to actually start moving in your own life, perhaps into a different direction for now. Not saying that I'm not saying here that you cannot be here with your divine masculine ever, but at least for now, you're needing to create this change, because there's a lot of happiness is waiting for you with the 10 of Cups. And you know, you could be really robbing yourself of these opportunities and of this beautiful abundant energy. So you're really needing to perhaps surrender to your current circumstances with your divine masculine and start moving forward with your life. Okay, so now I do want to grab a few oracle cards, and then we're going to look at the messages. Okay, so what else for my Leo? Let's see here what other messages we need to hear and see. Okay, so we do have hold your vision with fixed moon. So Spirit does want you to have a certain vision when it comes to your life, your goals, your intentions here, and really stick to these visions, because this is something that is really going to help you achieve your vision and get to this place where you are going to be feeling much more happier, much more satisfied. So if you have particular goals or dreams, definitely hold this vision in your head and don't allow other people or any other energies perhaps to really disrupt this vision. Okay, what else? Okay, so we do have number 2 with the journey, and this is actually really resonating with this reading today. So Spirit is wanting you to go on this journey on your own for now. Okay, so even though this is something you might not want to do, but this is what you're being asked to do right now. Okay, and you know, the twin flame journey, it's not all about the physical union. This is the journey towards yourself. So Spirit is wanting you to really embrace this journey and start you know, following your heart and really going with the flow when it comes to navigating this journey. So very clear message here with this particular card. Now let's go ahead and grab one more card from this beautiful Rose Oracle. Okay, so we have held. It says sureness of the soul. Sureness of the soil, unseen help, support, and community. Okay, so Spirit is wanting you to actually find some sort of support help, or even become a part of maybe some sort of community, because it's really going to help you along this journey. You might be feeling really alone right now. You might be feeling, you might find yourself in this very difficult situation, and you do need to find some sort of support. Okay, so even though you might not be aware of this, but you're always being supported from above. It does say unseen help, so you are definitely receiving help and support from your ancestors, your spirit team, from the universe. But again, you're being asked to reach out for support. For some of you, this could be even finding a mentor or a teacher, a guide, okay, that will definitely help you get through this difficult journey. Okay, for some of you, again, with the community card, you're needing to be more communicative, and perhaps to be open to other people, their help, their support. Okay, and for some, I'm even feeling, if you feel like you do need some kind of professional help, you can also, reach out and find this professional help in order to help you along this journey. Okay, so right now, the most important thing for you to do, Divine Feminine, is to take care of yourself, be more compassionate with yourself, be more nurturing, and find the right people that will be guiding you and helping you along the way, because you might feel a little lost, not knowing what to do, how to proceed on this journey. Okay, so if you feeling this way, definitely try to seek and reach out to people that might be able to help you out. Okay, so now let's see here what messages your Divine Masculine wants you to know at this time before we close this reading. Okay, so this one says, I daydream about you. So yeah, we did see when it comes to their mental space that they do think a lot about you and this connection. So they could be really daydreaming about you. Okay, what else? We also have, I feel so much regret for everything I've said and done. So they do have regret in regards to the actions and the words that I have said to you before. So in a way, they feel this regret, they feel bad, perhaps whatever happened in your particular situation. Okay, this is something that they might have a hard time expressing to you, but deep down in their heart, that's how they might be feeling. Okay, what else? We also have, I'm not good at communicating my feelings with you. So yeah, they're definitely having a hard time expressing their feelings, because again, even to themselves, I feel they're really lying and sabotaging their own feelings. They don't even want to admit, for some of you guys, that they do have these deep feelings for you. So that's why they're having a hard time communicating these feelings, because even to themselves, they're self-sabotaging themselves and not being honest with themselves when it comes to their emotions and feelings. Okay, and let's get one more. We also have, I'm so tired of sabotaging this connection. Okay, so yeah, definitely they know that they've been doing that to themselves. They know that they've been doing this to you, Divine Feminine, and they are really tired of doing this. But then again, they're still having a hard time figuring things out, perhaps overcoming their own fears. So again, you know, this is something that they're needing to work on at this time, because there's a lot of obstacles and blockages when it comes to this connection. But they really gotta start somewhere if they really want to fix this situation. And you know, they're needing to just do this healing work, at least for themselves, because the more they're going to run from themselves, run from their feelings, the more they're going to be triggered and experience, you know, these fears, the blockages that they're having. So at some point, I feel they still will be forced by spirit to really face all of these blockages, all of these woundings. But up until then, they could be really struggling with accepting that. Okay, so what other messages? We also have, I feel so much joy with you. It's like I'm a kid again. Okay, so perhaps whenever you guys had a time together, you really made this divine masculine feel like they're a kid again. So definitely very light-hearted energies they felt with you, and this is something that they really miss about your connection. We also have, I can never say it, but I do love you. So see, again, it says I can never say it. So it's almost like they cannot even, you know, say these types of words to you and to themselves at this time, because they are having a hard time accepting their own feelings. But deep down in their heart, they do have feelings for you. Whoops, okay. And this one says, I'm so lost in the ocean that is you. So they do feel really connected to you, Divine Feminine, and this whole journey for your Divine Masculine is also really difficult, okay? And I feel like they're also experiencing feelings of being lost, okay, on this journey. But at the same time, they see how much depth you have within you, and this is something that could be really inspiring them and actually pushing them towards becoming a better person. Okay, so my dear Leo, I hope that this reading was helpful to you. I know this is something perhaps you did not expect or wanted to hear at this time. However, I'm not the type of reader that will be saying something that I don't see in my readings, but I'm always trying to be honest and upfront with the energies that I'm seeing. But today, this is what came through for you, okay? And I really hope that perhaps this reading was helpful to you in some kind of way. All right, so I do want to say that I'm always grateful for all of your feedback. So if you feel like sharing, I would truly appreciate that. Otherwise, I'm sending you absolute love and light, and I will see you guys in my next readings. Take care. Bye bye.